I just wanted to make this quick and simple video. Now, you're probably wondering, Noah, how's everything been? You've been a little quiet lately. Look, I know that this is gonna lead to a lot of consequences, and I could see this happening. This is gonna be a very big impact on my channel, and I know it's gonna do a lot of harm, but I'm just gonna have to roll with the punches, you know? So, I'm not trying to make this sound as cheesy or as stupid as possible, but I had an epiphany. Let's just say like a couple days ago, and I was rethinking the choice of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And as much as I'm like, ooh, the biggest fan, or not the biggest fan, but there's probably like a crazier guy who has all the games and all the merchandise and has like the real robots in his house. But look, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is sadly canceled. Bad news, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is now canceled. You're probably wondering, why is it canceled? What happened? Well, for starters, there was never going to be any way on how I can make this without money. Money is always the one thing that helps with these movies. And I know people are like, money is evil. What helps pay for the bills? What helps keeps the light on? What helps makes Freddy's head glow and move nice and big and ooh, so cool. That's cool, right? But you're probably wondering what's now, like, that's it? You just cancel the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? I guess I'm gonna unsubscribe. That's one of the consequences that is gonna hit me. People are gonna start unsubscribing now. I could see this happening. People are gonna unsubscribe knowing that the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is canceled. So there are two options I can go forward with this. Either I release this video and you watch it and you know the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is canceled, or I just silently lean away from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and hopefully people will forget. But I realize it's better just to let people know that it's canceled than to actually just keep it going. Now look, as much as I love to do the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, like I said, there's that one key problem that makes this so much harder. Money. I was thinking about it, and I realized that even with the GoFundMe money, that's still not going to pay for like half of the things. Not to mention, I highly doubt that I'd make the money with the GoFundMe, and I'd fail again, and I'd realize like, oh, there is no movie. So I obviously knew that there was going to be no way for this to work out. I knew that the GoFundMe was never going to make the amount of money to rent out a building, and I knew that this was going to take way too much work. And judging from how everything went and how everything was going, and people are going to be upset knowing the fact that I have canceled it. I'm going to lose a lot of fans, a lot of hopes and everything, and I hope I'm not like a big jerk in your eyes, but like, yet again, I'm just a kid. I'm 15 years old. I don't know why I thought that I could actually make this movie, but I thought with enough elbow grease and enough of a big old dream, you could make yourself a movie, but that's not how this works. So I'm here to just announce that the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is canceled. However, like, I know like there's gonna be consequences, and I know that like this is the most serious you're ever gonna see me. Like all those other videos that are like, oh, I'm serious, I'm being serious. This is as serious as I'm going to be. You have no idea how hard it is to make this video and just blatantly kind of lie to half of my fans. Look, I actually tried. You could see I actually tried. I put in the time and the effort to make these costumes, and I spent like hundreds of dollars already, and I've already spent a lot of money on the fabric. But that's the thing. I've already put in a lot of money. I put in a lot of work. I put in a lot of time in this movie. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this. A lot of people are going to unsubscribe, and I won't get that 1,000 subscriber special, and I'm going to be back down to 400. Most of the people subscribed due to the Plants vs. Zombies video, but a few people subscribed to the Five Nights at Freddy's, for the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. That's how I got to 400. So we'd probably lose like 100 subscribers, or maybe even more, maybe all of them. I don't know. But I'm sorry for kind of just, well, I wouldn't say lie. I'd say kind of just like, I tried. Honestly, I tried. I will revisit this project sometime in the near future when I actually have a job and I have enough money to fund this crap. Like, probably when I'm like 18. Yeah, when I'm 18, or at that time, I'd probably revisit this project, and I'd probably redo the whole thing all over again, and there'd actually be a good Five Nights at Freddy's movie when I'm 18 or something. So, 3 more years, people. I'll get a job, or maybe even during the summer. You never know. I'll probably just come back to this project and do it. However, Cute Mario Bros. Movie is still coming out. Poppy Playtime movie is still coming out. We're still getting a few other projects. I thought things were going to be slower due to... a lot of things were canceled this year due to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. But I'm not doing this just because I want to get back to all the stupid stuff that I'm working on. And you're probably going to believe, like, oh, you just want to get back to your crap. What about this? And you're probably wondering... and look, I wanted to do this really bad. Because if I didn't want to do this, all these costumes would be puppets, and I'd be filming in the same sunroom I filmed freaking Willy's Wonderland, the puppet version. That wasn't even as good as the original. Or, I don't know. It depends on who you ask. You're probably wondering, what am I going to be doing with the fabric, and what am I going to be doing with the costumes? The fabric will be going back to the store, and the costumes they're just going to stay here. I've spent a lot of money on this project, and I think it's about time I just return everything just so I can get back the cash that I've spent. Mainly just because this is a lot. You know how much, this is a lot of money. And I'm being true with you guys here. When I'm 18, I'll probably revisit the idea of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And it'll probably be 10 times better that I'm 18 and I know how to do everything. But like right now, I was stupid enough to believe that I could actually do this, and who knew I was wrong? A lot of people are going to be upset and disappointed. I don't know. I'd probably be getting a lot of people that are angry. There are a lot of people who wanted this project, but at the same time, I was an idiot. I totally understand if you're mad at me. I would be mad at myself too if I was like, oh, I'm canceling it. I know that I'm an idiot too. I'm this big old dummy. You guys can say whatever rude things you want to me, because even I know, like, oh, you were an idiot. You shouldn't have just like actually thought you could actually make this, because at least you got halfway. I mean, actually no, you were like a quarter, half. You weren't even halfway there. You were a quarter. You weren't even, like, mostly there. Yeah. Well, there's nothing much I could really say. I shouldn't keep adding on to this video just to add more gasoline to the fire. But yeah. I don't know if you heard that. Unsubscribe if you want. I don't. Look, I've already seen that I've messed up. I already know. I'm this big old idiot. I shouldn't have just believed I could actually finish this movie, and like I messed up. And I'm sorry for all this that I've done. And I will revisit the Five Nights at Freddy's movie again. I will revisit the whole idea. I will do it again when I'm 18. And you're probably going to wait like, oh, another 8 years, you know? It's 3 years. Just give it its time. It'll be better than Hollywood. even if it won't make any money off of it. But yeah, I don't want to waste any more people's money. I don't want to make a GoFundMe where I'd just disappoint everybody and then like I'd just have the money there and that'd make me another bad person. I stole money and everything. So I'm just gonna stop right where I'm at. Cancel this movie. If anyone wants this, I will be selling the costume. If anyone wants it, you could have it. Just give me an offer and I'll probably sell it to anybody. Or I'll probably just keep it. Depends on how I'm feeling. Depends on how much money people offer me. But yeah, people, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is canceled. I'm very sorry for practically lying to all of you people. And I will come back to it again. I will always come back. Sorry. But I will come back with this project and it'll be better. I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me and probably not going to believe me, but I promise you, we are getting the Cute Mario Bros. Movie and we are getting the Poppy Playtime movie, and I will be putting in a lot of work in those things. But yeah, I'm not canceling the Five Nights at Freddy's movie just so I can release any of the other crap that I'm working on. No, I'm canceling it just because it's literally impossible for me to do it. Unless one of my viewers has the money to continue. Unless anyone, if any of the viewers has, like, the specific amount and gives it to me just because, like, they feel sorry for me, and I could keep making the movie. But I don't want, but, like, that's clearly not going to happen. That's never going to happen. I know that's not going to happen, and, well, this was just a dream that was never going to come true. So I'm sorry to everybody who really wanted this project. I'm sorry to these people up here. I'm sorry to all of these people who really wanted this movie. I'm sorry to all of you. To every person who was showing up on the screen, please forgive me. You could be mad at me as much as you want. You could unsubscribe. I will come back to this project, though, when I'm 18. I promise you. I promise. I will come back to this. I will get a job, and I'll get the money, and I'll work on this project, and I'll do it right. But for now, I can't continue it. I don't have the money. I don't have the funds. Even if I make this movie, these aren't my characters. These are all owned by Scott Cawthon himself. If I make this movie and it gets big, think about it. Maybe Scott might put a restraining order on me or something. I don't know. But, like, yes, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry to all the people who wanted the movie. Please, you could be as mad as you want at me. I totally understand, but, like, I'm sorry. I know that I'm a failure at this one thing, but everything else is coming out. There's still going to be movies. There's still going to be other projects, but if we're talking Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't think that's going to be around for a while. I'm not going to be talking about it a lot, mainly just so I could refrain from anybody, just refrain from, just staying away from Five Nights at Freddy's. Just for a little bit. Maybe for like 2 months. Just so if there is any hate, it'll die down, hopefully. But yeah, I'm sorry to everybody who wanted the movie. I'm sorry to anybody who wanted the gory project, but I promise you, I will come back to this, and it will be gory. It will be 10 times gory, 10 times better. I'll release it in the theater for not just 1 day, but for 10 days, and I'll open up the actual restaurant, and you can come in and eat pizza, freaking hug Freddy. You could do all these things. I promise. I was originally promising all of this stuff, and I know I'm going to let a lot of people down, and I'm sorry to everyone, and I hope you could all forgive me. I am very sorry for anybody who believed in me and now is probably going to be disappointed in me. But just remember, I am just a kid, and I did try my heart. I really tried with this. I really tried. But I guess this year, I know it's very sad. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie is canceled now. I'm sorry. I will come back, though. But for now, I'm sorry. I love all you people. Sorry for letting you people down, and hopefully you could forgive me. I'm sorry. But other videos are coming up. Watch them or don't. Doesn't matter. Even I feel a little disappointed in myself, but goodbye, people. See you in the next video. No more Five Nights at Freddy. I'm sorry. Bye.